calling it a love song.
What is up, my amazing awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on what do people say about you. I'm so excited for this reading. So we have 4 piles here today: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile number 4. So pile 1 is this cute little strawberry shortcake, red hair and blonde hair, like 2 little friends, real cute. Okay, pile number 2 is these 3 kisses, one's purple, green, and orange, a little sheep, and then a 3D motorbike. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can see it, right? Yeah. Okay. Pile number 3, we have this really cute, like, it's sparkly, it's pink. We got like a little skirt type thing, a tutu. We got a crown, we got a little, you know, it's pink, it's pretty. We're here for it. It's a moment. Pile number 4, we have the sun card. It was just like a sun, real pretty. Man's has a mustache, really piercing eyes. You know, we like it. It gives us warmth. It's giving Leo. It's giving the vibes. So yes. All right. Okay, these are the 4 piles. Pick whichever one you would like. I love you so much, and let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, pile number 1, what do people say about you? Let's get into it. So you guys chose this cute little strawberry shortcake, and I'm so sorry, I'm uncultured, I do not know her name, but yeah. So what do people say about you? So what I'm busy getting is that you're an amazing friend. I feel like you have a really cool style. There's this like innocence that you have, but it's also very edgy. So you could have a baby face. You could definitely be a Cancer, Scorpio, not Scorpio, Cancer rising, maybe even Capricorn rising, because surprisingly Capricorns can be very innocent looking, but like also at the same time they're very daredevil type vibe. So it's edgy, but it's also innocent, you know, because with this like blue tutu type thing, I'm getting like you're very emotional and you pour a lot of your emotions into your work. So I feel like the way that you're emotional isn't exactly when it comes to your face, it's more like how you speak. So when you speak about certain things, maybe you tear up easily, or your voice cracks a lot when you're speaking, or it's just really easy to tell when you're passionate about something. I'm hearing people say that they know that you have a crush on someone, and because you can't control like how you blush or when you smile, so it's very obvious when you like someone or when you're uncomfortable. But let's get into your channeled message, okay? So it says, you're such a cool person. I wish I could be your friend, but we have nothing in common and your interests kind of scare me. But if you'd like, I can show you my favorite things. And then it says social networking. So people say that you're a cool person and how they really want to be your friend, because literally we have 2 best friend cards. So people could mention that you already have a best friend, or they're scared of like one of your siblings or your best friend because they seem very intimidating. Or yeah, you have a best friend that has blonde hair or something, blonde hair, blue eyes. And yeah, I'm hearing that you're very inseparable with this person, or it could be an interest or a hobby that you have. For example, if you're into BTS, you don't leave your house or you don't have a conversation without mentioning BTS or mentioning your best friend or whatever interest that you have. And I feel like it's really intense for certain people, and sometimes people are a bit scared of like what you're into. So with this like basketball, like it could be a sport that you have and you seem very intimidating for someone that has such a baby face. People see you as being the queen bee, you know, very attractive, very popular as well. I mean, even Hannah Montana, living a double life, so people say that about you. I'm hearing people say that you're thirsty sometimes, so maybe you're always like having crushes on people, or you're always shooting your shot with people. You aren't afraid to kind of do that. And that's my dog, by the way, if you're hearing some growling. Okay, super sorry about that, but yeah, you know, like I said, you go after what you want, that type of stuff. You could be a little bit rough around the edges, you know, you're very playful, that type of vibe. I feel like you like making other people the center of attention because you already get a lot of attention as it is. And I feel like you aren't really into that, you know, people are just always gossiping to you, or you always know the latest gossip, you always know everyone. But I feel like you don't like that, and you're kind of trying to shy away from that type of thing. You can be slow moving when it comes to opening up to certain people. And I feel like maybe as much as you're very confident and you shoot your shot and that type of thing, or you have a crush on someone and you shot your shot with that person, I'm busy hearing that it takes a while for you to kind of not even open up, but I feel like it takes you a while to get into the groove of being in a relationship. So when you first meet someone, you're a bit like standoffish, that type of vibe. And then after a while, you start letting them in, you start getting comfortable, and you kind of let your weird side come out. And you don't show your weird side with everyone. You don't show that playful energy where you're like, you know, making weird noises or being extra rough or something, or not doing your makeup, looking a little bit, you know, gorgeous, attractive, handsome. But yeah, so we also have the 22, 88, and 99. So I'm gonna read from my flip file. So you could have your moon sign could be in Aries, Leo, or Sag. Your birthday could be on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, 29th, 11, or yeah. So this talks about you having a lot of imagination, sensitivity, dreams, being very caring, duality, feelings. Sometimes you tend to hover. You like to invest your money. You're secretive, and I feel like it's hard to anticipate your next move because you're very unpredictable. And you could be doing nursing or teaching. Let's see what number 8 says. So this talks about wisdom, the unconscious mind. Your birthday could be the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th. Being reserved and quiet, not being pushy. You're happy to wait for what you want. Yes, it's that patience that you have with the snail. Patience. You have a sense of responsibility, and you show your affection very shyly at first. So that is what I got for you, pal number 1. I really hope the video resonated. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are down below. I love you, and let's get into the next one. Well, what is up, pal number 2? So what do people say about you? You guys chose these 3 kisses, a little sheep, and a motorcycle. So immediately I was busy getting Libra energy, you know, very flirty, not even outgoing, but very, actually I'm getting like you're a bit shy sometimes, but we literally have the extroverted card. So you could be a Gemini where sometimes you're very talkative, but you have a social battery where it gets depleted very quickly. So you can be with people, you can be, you know, talking to people, you are, you know, being like outspoken, you're being friendly, but then other times you need your own space. And there's this hangry vibe where if you don't eat, you get really aggressive or you get really angry. So you're very moody. Definitely it's giving Cancerian energy. Even Leos, I feel like they're prone to having small tantrums and that type of thing. And yeah, maybe you have a motorcycle, or it's that swift and quick energy where you act now and you think later. And I feel like you're trying to, oh wait, let me see. Literally, yeah, you break away from social norms, because I remember I wrote down your channel message and I was like, the sheep is giving that you don't follow people, you know, like people say like you follow the herd, but this is only one sheep. So I feel like you don't follow the crowd, you do what you want to do. Okay, let's get into your channeled message. So it says, you are so badass and hot, you don't even know it. Sometimes I see you disassociating and tuning out when people talk to you. How are you? Do you do that a lot? What are you doing? You don't listen to social norms. Interesting. So yeah, people see you as being very badass, 100%. I feel like you don't even know your worth, and you don't, sometimes you talk down on yourself and people notice that and they speak about that. because it says little sus, little interested. So, you know, sometimes you're like up to no good. You can be very mischievous, or you always have a look on your face that's always very sly, or you always look like you're guilty of something. And I feel like you probably aren't even guilty, but you just make it look like you are. I feel like you just have that face. Or you're just a Gemini or Leo, and they're always up to no good. Sorry about my knee. I'm trying to find a comfortable position to sit in. Anyways. So yeah, you could definitely be a Pisces rising as well, with that disassociating and people wondering kind of like, are you okay? Like you look like you're kind of sad, or maybe like you have a resting bitch face, or you know, when you're a rising water sign, sometimes your eyes are just really droopy and you just look kind of sad. And I feel like people are always checking up on you and asking, are you okay? And you're like, bro, I'm fine. It's just my face, you know, like, or people would be like, did you get enough sleep last night? And it's like, bro, I just have eye bags. Like, this is how my face looks. I'm not sad. I'm not tired. Like, this is how I look, you know? And it's kind of you being very blunt and you having a very dry sense of humor, which I love. So yeah, I feel like sometimes people wonder about you and they worry about you. They're kind of saying, I mean, look behind you. They're saying like, are you fighting any demons? Or people just feel like you're going through a lot, like 24/7. Your life is kind of crazy. You have a lot of people that, or you have like a really rough past, and people talk about that. So if people don't know how you grew up, or if they don't know you personally, I feel like they like to make up rumors about you, or they like to talk about you, talk about your past. They like to bring up things that you did in your past and like use it against you. So let's say, for example, when you were younger, you used to be a troublemaker. Now they've branded you for life and they say you are a troublemaker. They try to tell you who you are and what you are, but that's just people that honestly do not know you. And yeah, people are always wondering, what are you doing? Like, are you up to no good? Can I trust you? So there's a lot of energy where I feel like certain people don't like you. And like I said, do not worry about them. That's their loss. But I feel like a lot of people do like you, okay? Like, you have a lot of good cards. I just feel like certain people will just see, I don't want to say the bad in you, but they won't look for the good in you, or they will listen to what, they will be sheep. If one person says something about you, they're gonna like reinforce it, and they're gonna act like that's the law, when in reality it's just rumors. So with the little sus, little interested, like I said, I feel like you can look like you have like a mischievous face, or you have like a guilty smile or something, but it says little interested. So people are kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can trust you, but then you're also very intriguing. It's like those attractive people that don't say much, or like, I don't know, you don't know their deal, because we have the extroverted. So you could be ENFP, ENTP, any of these, okay? You could be, oh, sorry. You could be any of these personality types, okay? But for some reason, I keep hearing that you don't speak as much as people think, or when you do speak, you speak a lot. You know, it says love listening to you. But I feel like as much as you talk a lot, you don't really tell people your secrets. So it's still like there's that energy where, you know, who are you? Like, what are you doing here? Like, you hang out with us, you act like you're one of us, but like, are you really one of us? Because you keep so much to yourself. Like, you're giving me Spencer Hastings from Pretty Little Liars, and even Alison De Laurentiis. I mean, all of the liars, you know, they live a double life and you never know who they truly are. I love this card, Feigned Ignorance, where it just talks about you knowing people's gossip, or people hearing things about you and you being ashamed of your past. And I feel like people know that. They know that you're really hard on yourself. And Feigned Ignorance is such a beautiful card, because it's about this conversation between two people, and the girl's like, what if you hear something or if I hear something about you, I'm gonna say something, and like, I'm gonna stand up for you. And the guy's like, that's embarrassing. Like, why would you do that? Like, rather feign ignorance and I'll do the same for you. If I hear something about you, I won't say anything. I'll just pretend like, yeah, I'll feign ignorance. I don't know why, but that's like, I really love that card. It's from My Mister. It's a K-drama. But yeah, feigning ignorance. I feel like you do that. You know, when you hang out with friends, I feel like you're the person that looks at someone in the eye. Like, you know, when you're busy telling a story and no one's listening to you, you will be that person that's listening. Or if someone does something awkward or weird, you'll notice it. You notice the small things. And it's kind of scary. It's a bit intimidating. Like, why can you see through everybody? Or if you're someone that's always getting spiritual downloads, you tell them to their face, you know? I definitely have had my encounters where I'm around spiritual people and they'll just tell me to my face. They're like, listen, yeah, you're going through this and this and this. And I'm like, damn, you know? And it's hard to hear. And sometimes it's like, damn, like we're at a work environment or whatever. And it just happens. And I feel like it needs to be said. If you're getting a message from the universe and you need to tell someone, you got to do it, my boy. You got to do it. But yeah, I love listening to you. So maybe you sing amazing. You have an amazing accent. People love your voice. It says, should I tell you? So people are wondering, like, can they trust you? I feel like that's the overall energy. People are just wondering if they can trust you or not. They don't know if they can, and they want to tell you certain things, but they don't know if they should. But also they feel like if they had to tell anyone their deepest, darkest secrets, they could tell you because you've been through a lot of shit yourself. My own space. So that talks about you also having your secrets and having your privacy. Ash, Astro, or Astrid. You could have a nickname that you go by, and they think it's a cute nickname. Words of affirmation, you're always being really nice and like lifting people up. Change my love language. Even though how you express your love is through words of affirmation, if you know someone isn't comfortable with how you speak to them or how you refer to them, you'll change it. Or if someone tells you their pronouns or their gender or whatever, I feel like it's very easy for you to, like, you know, pick up on something. Like, you're going to be at work and someone's going to throw a curveball at you and you're going to be like, okay, let's go. Okay, this is what's happening. Okay, let's go. You know, like you're like, okay, like, let's go. Okay. But yeah, that's what I got for pile 2. If you like a personal reading, my details are down below. I love you, and let's get into the next one. What is up, pile number 3? So you guys chose this pretty little tiara, okay? This tiara tutu type thing. So it's definitely giving royalty. I feel like people talk about your money, your career. They talk about how you're very well established and how successful you are, how goal orientated you are. I feel like from the outside, it looks like you have a very, oh my god, my leg. Let me move that. Okay, I'm sorry guys if you can see, this is my leg over here. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Maybe you also have ADHD because like maybe you were diagnosed with ADHD, should I rather say. And yeah, I feel like people know that. I don't know, I was gonna say something's off about you, but not off about you. Let's just say that I feel like people talk about how you are very silly. I feel like sometimes you don't really notice the impact that you have on people. You know, maybe you say certain things, or yeah, you say certain things, and I feel like it has a bigger impact on people than you think. I think that you underestimate how much people really do listen to what you have to say, and how when you say something, I feel like it really sticks with people. So if you say anything mean to someone, I feel like it really does stay with them. People can talk about, yeah, maybe sometimes you are mean, sometimes you are rude. And I feel like they're saying that that one thing you told them in 3rd grade, like, it really hurt them. And I want to say it's on them, but no, we take accountability. But yeah, I do feel like certain people might talk about like you being mean to them, or they didn't have a good experience with you when they first met you. But I do feel like there's a lot that plays into that, you know. You could be very popular as well, Like it's giving, you know, when you meet certain celebrities and you expect it to go a certain way and then they just don't turn out to be the way you thought it was going to be. And I feel like a lot of people have these expectations on what you're supposed to be. I mean, you look at that tiara and you're thinking, oh, like, you know, being all poised, and you might be poised, you know, I feel like you are someone that seems very fancy, but it's like people think that just because you dress a certain way, you have to act that way. And I feel like you are the complete opposite in how you dress and how you actually are. You know, like we basically have the devil card. We have this girl over here, this woman over here, and like, you know, she's like exposed and everything, like she's like sexual and shit. And then we also have this person that's dressed very conservative, but then we also can see that she's very rebellious and she does what she wants to do. We have like, I just feel like your fashion sense plays a big role, and what you do for a living. Let's say, for example, maybe if you're very spiritual, like you don't always talk about your spirituality, or you drink, you know, or let's say you are religious but you sway or something, and people are like, what, like that makes you a bad person and that type of stuff, when it's like, bitch, the fuck. But anyways, let's get into your channeled message. So it says, you seem like a very happy person. You have friends, money, a family that loves you. Your life seems perfect. What makes you upset? I don't get you. Ooh. And then it says, you could be with anyone you want and can have anything that you want. Why would you stay here / work here? Interesting. That kind of talks about the potential that you have. Like, you remind me of those people in Hallmark movies where, you know, you're very successful and you could work in any town that you would like, or you could have any person that you wanted, but you decide to rather like belittle yourself, not even belittle yourself, but you decide rather to stay in your hometown and like give back to the community or something. And people are kind of like, why would you do that? You know, like you could be anywhere, you could work anywhere, or you could be with anyone. Why would you choose that person? I feel like you see the good in people, and you give everyone a chance, and you look at everyone and you see them as like people, you know, you don't put people on pedestals. The devil card, that can be some toxic energy that you do have. And yeah, I feel like people do talk about how you can be toxic sometimes, or you have very piercing eyes. I feel like people talk about how you guard your heart sometimes. You know, I am seeing that you wear your heart on your sleeve, and I feel like because you do that, it makes you want to guard your heart so much. Like, it's on your sleeve, but like it's like you're like, you have a heart, but then it has like, it's on your sleeve, but then it has like needles piercing out of it. So it's kind of like you can see your feelings, you can see it all, but like if you get close, like you're gonna get hurt type vibe. Even with the sharks, you know, this is dangerous territory. It says surviving ability, strength, and fierceness. So yeah, I feel like you're really strong. I feel like you have to be this strong. You had to kind of learn to stand up for yourself. I feel like you have learned a lot of like lessons in your life, and you learned them in the way that wasn't the best way, you know. I feel like you went through certain things and it kind of made you who you are, but just because it did that doesn't mean that you deserved what you went through, and like it's not your fault. But yeah, you can be very indecisive, and yeah, you stand up for yourself. You seem a bit scary. Friday, something could happen to you as well. Ooh, today is Thursday, so tomorrow, or like whatever day, I feel like something good's gonna happen to you tomorrow. Let's say that, whichever day you're watching it. And if it's a Friday, that's a bonus. You could have a favorite sweater that you're always wearing, or people always talk about, yeah, what you're wearing. Some people like it, some people don't. Sorry about that. We also have the South African card, so you could definitely be South African, or I feel like you have an accent, something about your nationality being very important to you, and people always thinking like, I want to say people fetishize you sometimes, like they're like, ooh, you're from Africa, or like, ooh, you're from Asia, or like that type of thing. Wherever you come from, I feel like people are just like attached to that. or you have money, you have a job, you have a car, and people are like, oh my god, like, let me be friends with this person, let me do this, let me see what I can get out of them, you know. You could also have pets as well, or you have this golden retriever energy. And I feel like you need your black cat. So maybe you're the black cat and you have a lot of golden retriever energy. Pleasure, mom. Anyways, we also have the Empress card, so that talks about you being very attractive. So it says Earth, Libra, beauty, uniting with your soulmate, fertile, hoping to start a new business. Okay, so yeah, you seem very business orientated, like you got your coins together. We have scars, transition, hopping through life, goals, cheerful, lesson, being prepared. So you're gonna go through something that you need to learn, and I feel like certain people kind of want to teach you certain things, or someone saying you need to be humbled. I don't know. We have the smiley face, so I feel like you have a beautiful smile, you have an amazing body, you're very authentic. I'm so sorry about all the interruptions, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, pile 3. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. What is up, pile number 4? So you guys chose this sun card, all right? So you could definitely be a Leo. And also we got the Magician card, and literally I was getting Aquarius energy as soon as I picked this pile up. I was like, this person's a Leo or an Aquarius, like Leo sun, Aquarius moon, or Aquarius moon, Aquarius moon, Aquarius moon. That is all I'm busy getting, okay? You are an Aquarius, even if it's your moon sign or your Venus sign. You're an Aquarius, okay? If not, a Leo. But yeah, let's get into it. So what do people say about you? I feel like a lot of people are really attracted to you. I feel like you're very sexy, you're very attractive, very handsome, very much so desirable by a lot of people. I feel like by all genders, people just found you so irresistible. Yeah, you know, you're popular, you're just really attractive, like hella. Let's get into your channeled message. So it says, you have the coolest fashion sense. I love looking at you. You're smart, goal orientated, attractive, sexy. I don't mind what you do after hours. The gossip people talk about, I met you and I think you're cool. Okay, so I feel like you probably have, again, it's talking about having a double life. Maybe it's the Miley Cyrus cards that I'm busy getting, but I feel like you might live a double life in the sense where you're very like working 9 to 5, you know, corporate life, and then after hours you're like the sexy seductive someone else, you know. Oh, I feel like you're very sexy in a way where it's like, I don't know, maybe you're a bit inappropriate sometimes, or like if you're going to a funeral, like you'll be wearing like a sexy ass red dress. I don't know, like I'm getting people wouldn't be surprised because you do a lot of like out of the ordinary things. It's definitely giving Gemini energy. You know, someone could say the dress code is purple, you're gonna show up in like black or something, you know. I feel like people wouldn't be surprised if you did that. You can be a bit hard-headed sometimes. I feel like you could be in love right now because I was hearing the words lovey-dovey. So someone could be in love with you or someone has a crush on you. Yeah, I think it's the other way around because literally we have Mickey Mouse writing a letter to Minnie Mouse. So I feel like you are a lot of people's muses. Definitely people have written songs about you. You should go on your phone and shuffle your playlist and see what song comes up. I feel like it's going to resonate with you. But yeah, I feel like there are songs written about you or poems or something. I feel like you get a lot of subliminal messages from the universe. People think you're a very lucky person. With the Magician card, this talks about you having a lot of talents. I feel like, yeah, you're like a triple threat. You're very capable. You have a lot of potential and you don't hold back. And you're transforming into someone amazing. I feel like a lot of people grew up with you and they're kind of saying that you grew up into such an amazing person and they're so proud of you. So if you're wondering if your family or your friends are proud of you, they really are. And I feel like maybe people don't tell you that because they think that you should know it, but it's still good to hear now and then, you know? So yeah, people are really proud of you. I'm hearing something about you being a striker. Maybe you play soccer or a certain sport, football, basketball. You lead people on sometimes, so you can be very, you could be a tease. It says, I love you, baby, with a phone. So you could be on social media a lot, or people like want to ask you for your number. With the Fool card, it says, new beginning, faith in the future, not knowing what to expect, believing in the universe. So yeah, I feel like you just live life like the fool. You don't really know what's gonna happen. You're goal orientated, but at the same time, you're very lucky and you just have faith in whatever's gonna happen. You understand that everything is temporary, and I feel like when you're going through trials and tribulations, you believe in the universe. You know, this is the Wheel of Fortune. It says the element of change, poor to rich. So if you are going through something financial right now where you're in a financial crisis, I can definitely see things just working in your favor. We have the tiger and the raccoon. So this talks about you having a lot of willpower, courage, personal strength, yin and yang type energy. Your soulmate is out there. I feel like they're looking for you and they're close, okay? I feel like you've watched so many videos, tarot videos, where people have said that your soulmate is near, and I'm one of them, and I feel like they're gonna be here within the next 6 months, okay? You have a lot of power, curiosity, and good luck. Yeah, and I feel like you teach people a lot of things. Yeah, you teach people so much about themselves. Okay, this doesn't have... What else has? I think that's all. Oh, wait. This is the... I don't know how to describe this. Like, it's the peach emoji. So I can talk about feminine energy and you being someone that's very feminine. So it says friendship, affection, approachability, playfulness, communicate tenderness. So people speak about how they want to be friends with you, how you show your affections in such a way that's very inviting, your energy super inviting. You seem very approachable, you're very playful, you keep things light, airy, you always have the best energy. And they love how you communicate certain things. I feel like you could tell someone bad news, but like they would be thanking you afterwards. Like you could say, hey yo, your grandma's dead, and they'd be like, thank you so much. Just because you say it in such a nice way. This can talk about you being a bit mysterious. It's giving apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. So you could be someone that wears boots all the time. Or you have like a staple outfit where you're always wearing a certain pair of stockings or a skirt or a pants, but it's your go-to look. Or it could be a piercing or a tattoo, but it's your thing and people know you for that thing. Again, your fashion sense being so amazing. Yes, maybe you tie things around your waist, or it could be your eyes that are so attractive. You could wear contacts as well, or you wear glasses, or you wear wigs. You cut your hair, you grow your hair out. You're always changing your look around. People find that to be so alluring. We have the death card as well, so you're always transforming into something, and I can see you going through a huge change as well, and people know that. They know that you're going through a change. And then we also have the family card, so it says Sagittarius and Capricorn. Those are a really good match, you know, like as much as they are bad for each other, I feel like they also go really well together because the sex is amazing. But yeah, family energy here. Yeah. People talk about your soul family. I feel like your soulmates talk about you, your soul family talks about you, the universe talks about you, your spirit guides talk about you. You're very popular in like the spiritual world, definitely. So yes, part number 4, that is your reading. Let me know if it resonated. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are down below. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.